So how was the premiere? Is it the feeling of it's the last term of school now, that you can see the end, everybody's getting sad, but you still get to see everybody?
Yeah, it does kind of have that feeling. It's nice, though. I feel like I'm being eased out of the ending of Harry Potter because we still have a few reshoots to do. You know, there's another film to be released next summer, and it's kind of like, it's a gradual goodbye.
So you'll start sobbing in 6 months' time?
Yeah, or maybe I'll just sob like a little bit each time and then not have to do one huge sob.
It's like long rehab, just being drawn out.
Yeah, a nice drawn out rehab. That's a good way of looking at it.
The film is amazing.
Thank you.
It stands, I said to the director before, I said that if you hadn't seen any of the other films, it still stands alone as a good film with all the characters developed.
I'm so relieved that you said that, because I was worried that, you know, seven movies in, that if the audience hadn't seen what came before, then they wouldn't really maybe enjoy it as much. But I keep hearing that people think it's a standalone movie, so I'm
It's fresh.
happy,
and it has
happy about that.
an essence of James Bond about it. The first 20 minutes is frenetic, and then...
It is. Thank you. I've actually been saying Bourne Identity, but either it's interchangeable. It's very like visceral and real and yeah.
And frightening.
And frightening and terrifying.
Yes.
Terrifying.
You were quoted somewhere saying that it's not like Twilight. The sexuality isn't there, or if it is, it's suggested. And this film touches on it a little bit more.
It does.
So it's no surprise to you that all the papers start to pick up on that.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, pretty much every interview I've done over the past few days has been centred around this kiss that I have with Dan, and I mean, it's fair enough. These have been children's stories, really, and now they've evolved into this kind of adult thing.
But he said you were like an animal.
I keep hearing this. It's so embarrassing. I don't know what to say.
You're a committed actress. That's what you say.
Yes, thank you. I'm a committed and dedicated actress. I'm professional, and I just want to give everything I can to my role. No, I don't know. I think it's a compliment. I said to him last night, I was like, "You've been telling everyone that I'm an animal." He was like, "No, you're misinterpreting it. I was meaning that in a good way. I give you a 10 out of..." I don't know. He says he gives me a 10 out of 10 for kissing, so I've let him off all of these comments, but
we will be asking about that too.
Yes.
Was it just the two of you when you were doing it? Because, you know, there's...
We did have a closed set. It was a really awkward thing to have to do. I've just done an interview, actually, where the journalist described it as like a weird social experiment, where they say to us, you know, become like brother and sister, grow up together, you know, and then we'll make you kiss in like 10 years' time. It was weird. It was very, very weird. And it felt awkward, but as we just discussed, I gave it my all.
Well, Michael Caine, I interviewed him once, and he said he had to kiss a man in a film, and he took a bottle of vodka, and the two of them drank it before they did it because it was such a weird thing. Did you have a conversation with Daniel before you did it, or did you say, let's just do this?
That's the great thing about Dan, is that he's chatty, and we had a good laugh about it before we did it, and as we were doing it, and then by take 3 it just got boring. Really?
Oh, we tell it. You were an animal.
No, and I no. In a good way, in like a, I didn't feel sick, like heart beating out of my chest kind of feeling. So.
Well, it's good that you didn't feel physically sick kissing him.
Yes.
He's a heartthrob.
He is a heartthrob. He's a very good-looking man. I'm a lucky girl.
Last memory of being there, or first emotional time that you went, this is coming to an end, or did he steal something? Did he take something?
What was the first moment I realised it was really... It was like the last 2 or 3 weeks when we did our last scene in the Great Hall. And even though it was kind of... it was covered in rubble, and for this last scene, it still was the last time I knew I would be in that space, and that felt very strange because I feel like I grew up in that space. And then, what was the other question?
Did you steal anything as a memento?
Did I steal anything? I didn't steal anything.
You were given.
I asked for permission to take my Time Turner from the 3rd movie. That was my favourite movie to film, and I just thought that prop was so beautiful. So I have that, and I took my wand and a cloak.
That's not bad.
Not bad, not bad. And actually, it's very sweet. The producers, as a leaving gift, gave me a watch, which has the dates that I started and that I ended engraved on the inside. And I love wearing that, so that's a nice memento as well.
Don't lose it.
I won't. I'll try not to. I'm actually really forgetful with that kind of thing, so I have to be super careful.